After another really difficult way to lose a game tonight with a late wonder goal, really coming moments after an equaliser that we'd worked so hard for. I imagine you come away from that wondering how we haven't got anything from it.
Yeah, but I said to the players, so many years in the game, you don't get caught by surprise. You know, anything can happen when the margins are small in terms of the scoreline. And you know, the lad finished it brilliantly. You know, for 25 yards, off cutter right to the top corner. As soon as he hit it, I thought, you know, it's in. But I've got to give credit to the players, you know, and the characters and the performance level. There's a lot of quality on show from our lads tonight, and I thought we dominated the game. 23 shots tells that story within their box, and some of the football we played was probably the best we played for at least a year.
Yeah, I was going to mention those 23 shots, and you said it's most dominant we've been for for over a year now. Certainly this season as well, it's been a fantastic performance. But what do you think we did well today or tonight to really make sure we kept creating those chances and didn't really let up the pressure on them K-Dons?
Well, we had two simple aims coming into the game. Squeeze the back line up and make it all compact, you know, from the back line through the thirds, to stop an expansive team from playing really well. We did that. And also to make that first pass tidier, because I thought we gave the ball away first half on Saturday, but improved after the break. But it's just recognising, you know, those two aims and carrying it out. And I thought we did both parts well, and therefore came out of it with a better performance altogether.
If you take away sort of the last stoppage time of the game where the two dramatic late goals came, did feel like at points like we'd had so much dominance, but it just wasn't going to be our day. It wasn't quite falling to us. Does that come down to a little bit of confidence in front of goal, or maybe just not getting that slice of luck to be able to get the equaliser earlier on in the game?
I guess a little bit of both, but I think you can't be unlucky for 23 shots. You know, we just have to show a little bit more composure. Sometimes the first ball hit the first man, and we have to just be really committing to that middle between the posts run as forwards. But there was also a lot of quality in the build-up. So we were cutting through them at times. We were clashing. There was a couple of clash when we were through on goal, and it led to a strike wide of the far post second half. But, you know, that was probably, we were at our most creative tonight against one of the better footballing teams at this level. And we can take a lot of heart from it. We've just not got to be put off our stride, you know, because it was a last-minute winner for the opposition. We have to go again. And I believe this group now applies itself a lot more consistently.
After such a battle on Saturday at Doncaster as well, the way we pressed tonight, it felt like we know we're against a team who like to play out from the back, but we didn't feel like we really gave them the chance. How impressive was that, and how much of the game plan was that on the back of Saturday?
Well, it really was the game plan to be narrow, you know, and make them go wide, and then we pressed from there, and we did it in numbers and pairs, and I was delighted with the application of the lads, you know, and it was tremendous character again. And in both games now, we've been away to Doncaster and MK Dons. Performances deserved better results, and we just have to keep quite level-headed about it and go again. But you know, there's a team emerging here.
Looking at the goals we conceded tonight, with defensive records being really good over the past few weeks, I think it's only 3 goals conceded in 5. 2 really, really good finishes, but did you feel like, looking into it a bit further, there was anything more we could have done to avoid those, or simply just write it off to?
I've just watched the second goal back there, and yeah, I'd be picking spots off the lads, so someone could have engaged quicker. I feel that it was a long ball forward. Yeah, there was a bit of a collision between our player and their player. He's ended up on the floor, the opponent, next to Bryn, and the momentum, the ball's carried forward, and then there's been a cute little layoff, to be honest, a quality little ball into the stride of Alex Gilby, who smashed it in. So we didn't have time really to close that shot down, and no fault of the keeper, because it was always going to be any keeper in the land. So sometimes you have to just go, yeah, great goal, and not be beating our lads with a stick when they're already feeling disappointed that, you know, we lost the point, and when it should have been even looking at 3 points tonight.
And finally, just a word on the supporters. Like ourselves, they won't be back till the early hours of the morning, but felt like even though we were losing today, they recognised the effort and the performance that we showed out there and backed us all the way.
Yeah, I felt they were right behind us because we were playing some really good stuff against the top outfit, and that's what we dominated. So we'd have been disappointed if we hadn't have had support. They were backing us with that performance. I mean, apart from putting all 23 shots in and coming away with a dominant scoreline, we can't look to we can always look to be better, but it was a fantastic performance. But we're really pleased that the fans stayed behind, and got behind the lads and all the staff. It means a great deal. And I know it's a small party that followed us tonight, but every one of them who did come, it's a massive commitment coming away from work, travelling all this journey and supporting the players from start to finish.
Thank you.
Cheers.